Road is really bad. Okay.
Work out what that is, guys, okay?
Welcome, guys. I think there's a bit of a beep in the line this morning. So I'm sorry, I'm going to have to work that out. So I'm just going to turn the sound down, and I'm really sorry. So good morning. Welcome. Oh my God, deep. I feel like there's this great possibility or potency or an opportunity to deepen with this next 21 days. For me, the solstice is my favorite day of the year. Bringing in the light, welcoming the turn of the sun. You know, they built Newgrange and Stonehenge and all these amazing structures to honor the light, and that's kind of like what we're doing in a really small way. Movement, make sure that when you move, you do your version of what we're doing. I don't think anybody should look like anybody else. I don't want you to look like me. I want you to find your version of what you do. You know, I want you to really connect in with that sense of how is it that you move in your body and how do you connect in your body. One second. The most important thing is that you're well. The most important thing is that you're feeling okay in your body and that you stop when you need to stop and you adjust. Really, just make it crazy looking and make that yours. Okay. So come, let's move. And sorry if the sound is bad. I'm not sure what's happening. I'm going to have to sort that out during the day. Okay, come. So start in a child's pose. Come all the way down, come resting in and just land in onto your mat with your arms long or your arms back or elbows bent with your head resting in your hands. And just let that settle. Feel your breath into your belly. If your arms are long, let your spine settle. Feel the reach through the spine. Really let your head drop down. Nice. And then come all the way up into your cat pose. So hands are underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. Rounding your back, tuck your chin under, looking towards your belly button. And arching your back and looking forward. Rounding your back, tuck your chin under, looking towards your belly button. Arching your back and looking forward. Just feel that in your spine. How do you really feel the length from the top of your head to the tip of your sacrum? How do you do this? And then come to a neutral spine and then look over your right shoulder. Feel the stretch through the left side of your body. Look over your left shoulder. Feel the stretch through the right side of your body. And just travel from side to side. One way and then the other way. Nice. Take your right hand, reach it out, bring it to the baby finger edge of your hand and drop your armpit down towards the floor. Nice. Rise up a little bit and then lean again down into it. And coming all the way back up. Other side, reach the left arm long, baby finger side to the floor, and drop your armpit down in the direction of the floor. And really just notice the sensations, the way you are in your body, the length, the connections, and then coming all the way back. Nice. Push back into your downward dog. So your hands are on the floor, your feet are on the floor, you're just finding length and width in your body as you rest here for a moment. Toes are wide, heels are drawn back, hands are pushing down. And then bend both knees a little bit and stretch into your legs. And bend both knees a little bit and stretch into your legs. Nice, one more time. Bend your knees and stretch into your legs. And then cycle a little bit, bending one knee, bending the other knee. Bending one knee, bending the other. And just have a bit of a wiggle. How would you wiggle here? Let's feel that. Cool. Walk your feet forward towards your hands. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Just pause there for a moment in a forward bend. Either have your hands down towards the floor or bring your elbows to your knees and just hang out there for a moment. Let's get a sense of the length of your spine. Nice. Hands to your knees. And then slowly rolling all the way up to stand. Roll your shoulders when you get there. Big circles into your shoulders. And then in the other direction. Nice. And then tuck your chin in. Roll down along your spine. Rolling down, bend your knees enough so that your hands can touch the floor. And then slowly rolling back up. And when your hands are near your thighs, reach your arms wide, reach up and look up. Interlock your fingers. And then tucking your chin in, just get really long through your arms. And just lean towards the right. And center. And then lean towards the left. And center. And towards the right. Center. And towards the left. Nice. Center. Great. Come to the front of your mat. So I'm just standing here. Feet are parallel, a little bit apart. Push down into your feet. Find the length of your body all the way up through the top of your head. And then reach your arms wide and bring your palms together. Bending your elbows, bending your knees. Roll down, flow down until your hands come to the floor. Tuck your chin in. Draw your forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins. Lengthen your spine and look forward. So each time we move, see if you can really hear the movement of your spine. Hands to the floor. Stretch your right foot long and back behind you. Hip is lowering, back leg is long and strong. Nice. Step back into a plank. And then drop both knees to the floor and lower all the way down to the floor. Bring one elbow underneath your shoulder and then the other. And then push your elbows down and look way down the beach. And just get a sense of that lengthening. Even squeeze a bit into your bum. Lengthen down into your toes. Feel the whole body is supporting you to get longer, taller, more up. Nice. Softening. Hands to the floor. Push back into your cat. And then push all the way back into your downward dog. Toes are wide, feet are stretching. Nice. And then slowly walking forward to the front of your mat. All the way forward. Nice. Slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide, palms come together. Bending your elbows, bending your knees all the way down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins. Lift your chest and look forward. Hands to the floor. Stretch your left foot back. And step back into a lunge. Step back into a plank. Drop your knees to the floor. Lower your belly all the way down. Bring one elbow to the floor and then the other. Look way down the beach. Oh, just feel that. How do you get taller? How do you look further? How do you engage the sense of you? And relax. You can either keep your elbows on the floor as you push backwards or bring your hands to the floor. Push back, all the way back into your downward dog. Nice. Slowly walking forward to the front of your mat. Bending your knees, rolling all the way up. Reach your arms wide, bring your palms together. Hands come to rest in front of your chest. Nice. So stepping back with the right foot so that it's around 3 foot back from the left. And they're both in one line with each other. The back foot's at a 45-degree angle to protect your knee. The front foot, the left foot is pointing directly forward. Reach the right hand up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, glide down your leg. Just as far as you can reach naturally. Glide down. And then as you inhale, slide back up. Exhaling, gliding down. Just feel where you reach to naturally. Right arm is reaching towards the ceiling. And then inhale, rising back up. One last time. Exhaling, gliding down. And just pause there. So you find your distance. I don't really care what it looks like, truly. So reach your left hand down, a little bit down your left thigh. Reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. And then every time you inhale, you feel that you're just about to rise in the pose again. And as you exhale, you feel like you're going to sink in the pose. So we're moving within the pose. Inhaling If you feel you want to bend your right elbow, bring your hand to your hip and exhaling. Inhaling, feel the length. Exhaling, settling in. Nice. Bending your right elbow, come all the way up. Turn your feet to the other direction. So turn your right foot to the back of your mat. Turn your left foot so it's at a 45-degree angle. Reach the left hand up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, slide down your leg. As you inhale, rise up and reach really high. Exhaling, gliding down. Inhaling, rise and reach. Last time. Exhaling, gliding down. And as you inhale, feel that you're just about to rise. And as you exhale, feel yourself sink. Inhaling, rising, feel the lift through the torso. You're not going anywhere, but you just feel the intention. Exhaling, you can bend your left elbow always. One more time. Inhaling, lift within the pose. Get longer, bigger, fuller in every direction. Exhaling, soften and deepen. Bend your elbow. Slowly rising up. Turn your toes towards each other. Heel toe your feet all the way into center. Hands to your hips. Roll out through your hips. And then in the other direction. Super cool. So standing to the front of your mat and then step way back with the right foot. Right foot is stepped way back. You're much wider this time and the front knee is bending. Okay. So reach the right hand again up towards the ceiling and then reach really tall as you inhale. And then as you exhale, draw your elbow down to your thigh, the left elbow, left thigh, and reach your right arm over your ear. And then inhaling, rise, reverse out of the pose a little bit, straightening out through the front leg. And then exhaling, lean into it and find the length. Again, coming out a little bit. And then reach and lengthen and just find your expression of this. Your left elbow's on your left knee. Your right arm is long beside your ear. Your right leg is super strong. And every time you breathe, you're using your breath to connect in and deepen in. So inhaling, you rise a little bit within yourself. Exhaling, you deepen in. Nice, one more time. Cool, bend your elbow. Come all the way up. Turn your feet to the other direction. Right foot points back towards the back of your mat. Left foot turns inward. So the narrower your feet are, the less strong this is. The less you bend your knee, the less strong this is. If you keep your elbow bent, hand on your hip, less strong it is. So find your way of editing this. So bend your right knee, bring your elbow to your knee, and reach the left hand up towards the ceiling. Nice. And then inhale, rise. And exhale, deepen in, really bending your knee, draw your arm over your ear, long and strong. Inhaling, rise. And then settling in, really finding length through the left side of your body. Feel the juice, the length, the stretch. Every time you inhale, get longer, even slightly come out. And then as you exhale, reach and lengthen. Nice. Slowly coming up. Turn your toes towards each other. And then heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe each other back together. So come stand beside the wall or chair or an object somewhere near you, okay? You don't have to use it, but it's there as support. So bring your right hand to your right to the wall. Lift your left knee up. Bring your left hand to the inside of your left knee and then open your left knee out to the side and then bring it back to center. Left knee out to the side. I'm gently pushing my knee wide, back to center. And I don't feel it in the knee, I feel it in the inner thigh and the hip. Again, out to the side and come back in. Nice. Left hand to the wall. Lift the right knee up, out to the side. Come back in. Out to the side. Come back in. Out to the side. And come back in. Nice. Lower your foot to the floor. So you can stay holding the wall, right hand to the wall, or Turn your left knee outwards, so your toes are on the floor and your knee is pointing out. And then lift your left foot up and then lower it down. So now our knee is out to the side and we're sliding up either to the ankle, to the calf, to the knee, to the thigh. Just feel that. You slide up and down a little bit. And then lift it up as high as it'll go. Maybe hold on to your ankle. And then pull your heel in so it's resting into your inner thigh. And so there's this thing where the Maasai warriors, they hang out like this. They have a stick. They lean on the stick and they stand on one leg for hours. This is like a resting pose. It's like squatting is a human resting pose. We've lost all that. So just see, what is your one-legged balancing like? Could you hang out minding cows on one leg? I had this really cool yoga teacher years ago when we used to go on tea breaks. She used to stand like this and I was like, oh my God, that's so crazy. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's very, very nice. Very cool. Great, to the other side. So bring your left hand to the wall, turn your right knee out to the side and then glide up and down. So my knee is wide and I'm just sliding my toes up my calf and my ankle like I'm scratching my leg. Nice. And then stay somewhere. Doesn't matter where it is, truly. Or reach down, hold on to your foot and bring it into your thigh. See what's right for you. Okay, whichever version of that you feel, even just floating your toe off the floor and trying to balance with one hand off the wall, so see, find your level and enjoy where you are. Nice. So be a Maasai warrior or some version of that, minding his cows. If you find this really easy, you can start to move in this pose. So you can try and touch the floor if you want. You can reach one hand down towards the floor, the other, or reach one hand up. Just see, it's like, I don't think coming into these poses and being very rigid is very interesting for our bodies. It's like, how would I do stuff here? Nice. Bring your foot to the floor. Nice. How cool. So last one of these ones is a car pose. So bring your hands to your knees and then bend down as far as you can and then turn your head to the right and try and look under your car and it's still not far enough. So then drop the top of your head towards the floor and try and look under your car as far as you can, so as low as you can. And then hands on your knees, come all the way back up. Such a rush to my sinuses, it's amazing. And then the other side, hands to your knees. Drop your head down, you're looking sideways, but then that's not enough, so you drop your head so that the top of your head is descending towards the floor, and you're trying to look under your car as low as you can. And then coming all the way back up. Nice. So come sit on your floor. Not my floor, your floor. Stretch your legs out long. Roll into your ankles. And then in the other direction. Nice. Roll your shoulders, big circles. Cool. So bring the soles of your feet together and your knees apart. I'll just do a simple swinging. So take your left knee, bring it over to the right. My right hand is on the floor. So I've done clamshell towards the right and then come back. And then left hand's on the floor, clamshell to the left. You can do this without hands if you want. Let's see how that is. It's clamshell one way, clamshell the other. As always, when you're using no arms, really be aware of the amazingness that your arms are doing. They're reaching in funny directions. That isn't consciously what you're doing in your mind. It's your body connecting and the biotensegrity of your structure, adapting to the shape. Nice. So come either into a child's pose, come lie on your back, stay seated there in a cross-legged position. Whichever one feels like a nice place just for a minute or so to rest into. And as you land, just notice what you're grateful for. What this morning has brought you resource, supported you on your way, your cup of tea, your yoga mat, your new yoga pants, whatever it might be, just feel and honor and be grateful for that which supports and resources you. Nice. How wonderful. So, great place to begin this journey. Yeah, I'm just so excited about what this will bring, where we will go, how we will connect and deepen. Yeah, just what movements will we do over the next 21 days? And then on the 21st is a workshop or a kind of an hour-long class on the solstice itself, and that'll be up on YouTube too. We'll talk about that later. So sorry if the sound was really bad the whole way through. Sorry. I'm going to check that out and have it sorted. So be well, and yeah, how cool. Nice. Bye.